You're in the middle of the war. It's an exciting day.
And welcome to the Dorkvision stream. Yeah, we're back. You can watch this stream every Sunday night from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. You can watch our sister stream on Wednesdays from 9 to 10 p.m. And if you want to find my books, find them on DriveThruRPG and on the DM's Guild. With introductions out of the way, let's get into what happened last week. Dorkvision stream. So, last week, you guys continued your way through the Brassworks, chasing down Reed Starr and Myra Maybell and their little companion, Murder Death. You guys confronted them, ambushed them a bit, and eventually put Myra into a wall of force blender, and Murder Death was in there too. And then Reed was in the other room after you guys almost killed him, and chasing him down, he was about to re-engage with you guys before a centaur-like celestial creature invaded and destroyed his minions, and offered Zumasu the option to turn on his friends. Not wanting to do that, you turned on him, and, well, he brought you down low and revealed himself to be an ice devil, an insectoid creature from the depths of hell, the 8th level of Cania. And you guys returned, rallied your troops, helped defend Zumasu, fight back the creature. Reed was allowed to go back into the room to save Myra, but not before he was killed by Amon, and Murder Death was killed by Amon, and then everybody was made sure to be dead. You guys are now... you guys waited for the authorities to show up, and that's where we are now. A lot of weird stuff happened last week, but it's over now.
Short rest, are we thinking? Or just waiting in a few minutes will pass?
I rolled hit die. I'm pretty sure we took a short rest.
Yeah, there was almost enough time for a short rest, enough that I would allow some hit dice revival. So, some Azers return in their plate armor made out of brass, and they return with some fire myrmidons fresh from the forge. They come upon this frozen scene from Myra's spell. What's all this then? Who's responsible for all this? One of the Azers steps forward to see Zumasu in front.
Well, the dead lady up there is the one responsible for most of this, especially the ice formation, and I point to Reedstar, and he's responsible for the abduction and robbery of all the other Azers you saw in the other room.
We did notice those. We're gonna have a few questions for you, gentlemen and ladies. You're gonna have to come with us.
I suppose that's fine. Were you able to help the ones in the other rooms as well as run into our friend Smolder, the Genasi?
Yes. Smolder, the smoke Genasi. She's the one that alerted us to the trouble. We were cut off from communication with the brassworks. We'd been trying to make contact, but we were blocked off in our tunnels and had to find a way around. Man, the fireworks are really going off outside.
Yes, they
I'm
are.
trying to ignore them. Happy
If it
4th,
makes
everyone.
you feel better, we can't hear it through your mic.
Oh, I'm sure you can't. It's just obnoxious to me.
Yeah.
It's like when you talk and you can hear your voice reflected back at you almost.
Oh, yeah.
I get it.
The worst. Anywho, we're trying to play D&D here. How dare you celebrate? So, the Azer tips their little helmet and takes it off their head. Well, we were able to save the others in the other room. Seems that nobody was seriously injured, except for Bergenthal, whose head seems to have been liberated from his body. Thankfully, nothing we can't fix, as long as we can find the head.
Concerning
I nipped
him,
the head actually because it was hot, so they should be able to reattach it.
Oh, I thought that... Okay. Oh,
He said the body was hot, so
the body was
I think
hot,
he-
but I think you guys cooled it down enough that you were able to take it, because you were going to show it to Reed. Or maybe...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got the head.
If you didn't
Like-
take it with you immediately, it's on the ground somewhere near us.
I think that was actually one of
okay,
the
yeah, I
things-
do have the head. So it's like, I gotta present it as like, well, I was gonna interrogate it, but there you go.
Yeah, we're
We're
gonna
hiding.
have a lot of questions for you in particular, sir.
If it helps his case, he was the reason why the other two now dead burglars were able to, pull this off in the first place. He was working with them.
Oh,
The
that's certainly
headless one-
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna interrogate it, but if you can, then that's fine too. There you go. And just
Yeah,
toss
if
the
you
head.
do want to revive such a guy, he'll probably lie about it. But he was the one. He's the brother of. I motioned to Reed Star. That one, who was the one who orchestrated the beating up of the other guys.
The Azer frowns. That one's not one of ours, so I guess I don't know that much about it. Well, come with me then. I'll take you to someplace a bit more hospitable while the forges cool this place off to a more manageable heat. And the Azer kind of gestures as you guys are led away. And you guys kind of are taken into another chamber. Let's just go back to Famladan. Right. So you guys are in the brassworks, and you're taken to another part of the brassworks that's more of an office-type area. Instead of papers, like you might see, there's just lots of brass sheets with letters either chiseled or magically scarred into them, etched into them. And the Azer lays their helmet on the table and takes a seat. My name's Hygrid, and I'm gonna need all of your names. And to expedite this, let's just have each of you guys make persuasion checks and then make your case for what you tell them. And we'll just...
Perception check for a name?
Well, if you'd like to. Basically, I just want to go through and see how this is going to turn out, if it needs to turn ugly.
Okay.
Alright. So, let's start with Amon, since you're the one that found Bergental's head.
Alright,
Are they having us separated first or whatever?
They do go through, like, a whole process of, like, separating you guys, having you each answer questions so that they can corroborate your stories.
So it's like we sit in the lobby and then they call us one by one.
so do you want us to tell the story first, or do you want to ask them? Hello?
Do you... What do you mean?
Should we give a story first before our roll?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just give a story. Well, actually, no. Roll and then give a
Okay.
story.
Okay, so which one do I have to roll again?
Whatever you would like. You can try to intimidate them, you can try to deceive them or persuade them.
Ah, shit. Okay, I guess it's just persuasion, because I don't have any reason to lie.
Alright.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't know exactly what's going on, except that I've met these guys before.
Okay. You rolled pretty well. So, I'm gonna say that they pretty much believe whatever story you give them, assuming that you tell them the truth.
Yeah,
What information do you want to give them?
I say that I was looking for diamond dust, and I was told that the weapons were to be confiscated. I didn't have any, and I went ahead. When the rest joined, I fell through, and then we're familiar with the dragon, and then we made pursuit. I can say we just made pursuit to find these guys, and then found the scene, and then they attacked, and we fought back, and yeah, that's basically the extent I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say that we got them trapped and we still that I still blended them.
Yeah, you omit the truth there in that you could have probably captured them, but chose to pulverize them instead. Alright, they call in, we'll say Mao next.
You don't kiss and tell, that's all. You just tell. Alright, so roll first then story.
Yeah, sure.
I would like to not give my name. At least it's just going to be nowhere. It wouldn't be the full name.
Okay.
So, persuasion. They stole my shit and I want it back. That's all. That's all that happened.
No, nothing else that you can tell us? Nothing important? Can you corroborate your friend's claim about Bergental?
He's definitely an asshole. Claimed he was a brother.
Right, well, that asshole was one of our chief engineers controlling some of the automatons here, so...
Man, I'm not the one that hired him. He just decided he wanted to go and throw us into the, fire and try and harm us after taking our shit. I just wanted my shit back.
Right, well, send in someone
Bad
else,
apple.
thank you. Nowhere.
Uh-huh. Wave and walk out.
Oh.
They ask Boom Crash inside.
Yeah, sorry I rolled early. I was excited.
That's fine. You're
so-
more amicable than your friends, so honestly, this makes sense. They, believe wholeheartedly anything you're willing to tell them.
Yeah. I'm going to say that I was in the Confluence studying and learning new spells and accessing the library when I got a distress message from Smolder. It said that there was an attack in the Brassworks where I knew my friends were going to be running their errands today. I made my way over as quickly as I possibly could. And then when I came in, there were henchmen of some bandits that we have run into before in our travels. They have tried to kill us in the past, and we've gotten away. And they usually are trying to steal magic items. Seems to be their preferred medium and preferred targets. So and I came in to protect my flock. We found Smolder and we found the tied up Azer in the room, and I protected my flock. But this was not something that we started. It sounds like, at least when I came in, things were definitely already underway and there was a scheme afoot.
It's all right, ma'am. We believe you. Send in your last friend there.
And they also popped my familiar. Well, that's expensive to re-summon, and he was being a good boy. And she sort of flounces off.
You will be reimbursed for damages that you took, and he gives you 10 gold pieces.
Thank you.
It'll wind.
Zumasu looks around.
And okay, Boom Crash taps in Zumasu and it's
Wrong one.
Zuzu, it's your turn.
Damn. Bad roll.
You see real good?
He's
see
rolling a
what
new
the-
one.
Ah.
Yeah, the average one. I'll probably just give him the truth anyway.
Okay, yeah.
So I
Just
guess I
stutter a
hadn't.
bit.
Sorry, it's because I was presenting. I guess I walk in and I'm just like, all right. So I guess you've heard the story before, and the others probably corroborated to some degree. Those guys were apparently corroborating with those two that you had seen were dead that we pointed to earlier. When we had first arrived, we were looking for diamond dust for my companions, and they had led us into a room where we almost were killed by the furnace. We tried to seek our stuff back. A fight ensued where we killed that other one that you said was one of yours. He had said that he was the brother of the other guy, and we tried to negotiate, but he wasn't having any of it, would rather get rid of us, and he unfortunately met his end in the ensuing fight. That led to us then confronting the other two, and you saw kind of how that all ended up. So currently, we're hopefully not going to see any more of this gang, but sorry that they seem to have infiltrated a little bit of your workforce.
Right. Alright, well, that'll be all. I think that the other Azers can corroborate the story. We've already talked to the ones that were conscious, and they seem to believe that you had our best interests at heart. So, come on, let's go out. Talk to your friends.
Just one question, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes.
After all of this, the whole ordeal has been a little bit more taxing on our resources than we thought it would be. But would you know where we could get diamond dust procured? The whole idea here was originally to see if we could ask your smiths or something to smash some diamonds for us, and then this whole transgression occurred.
We also need 10 healing potions.
Well, diamond dust is a common ingredient in magic items and the like, so we actually do have some of that around. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like the intruders really understood its value, so it was left behind. thankfully we were able to recover many of the magic items as well. It seems that you've all found yours, and
Yes.
yeah, we can get you some diamond dust. We certainly owe you one for helping us recover the brass works from these two fiends and their lackeys. So, how much diamond dust you need?
Is it alright if I go consult my friend? He was the one who wanted to take the.
Yeah, let me the critter restoration.
So how many should you get? Like 3 or 4?
Okay, so
1,000 gold, or 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, right?
I mean, that'd be amazing.
I mean, what the no, it's not much. Oddly, I think we should ask for about 300 because one for Mao, and by this time I'm gonna have like 2 levels of exhaustion, so I'm gonna need the 200 gold for myself as well. So I think 300 is reasonable.
Why not just make it 500 so we have 300 for backup, and you guys can use those 2 to keep yourselves up to par.
We're gonna need 300 for ourselves, so we'll have 200 backup. So 500 should be good.
Okay. All right. So we ask for we say we can pay for 500 worth of diamond dust.
500?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can swing that. We owe you. And he hands you a lockbox that's been filled with about 500 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, free of charge.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Now, stay out of trouble. Don't want
We'll
want
try.
word of this spreading around too far, especially not with the higher ups, you know.
Yeah.
Understood.
I kind of lean in a little bit, and I do say that golem that your accomplice was using though was pretty impressive.
Damn.
Big gold. Oh, we hear something on your side, Jay.
Those are
Oh, sorry.
huge ass fireworks.
Yeah, they're
So
and they're
those-
like right next to the building too. It's like holy shit.
Yeah, we are right next to a fireworks shop, like not one of the pop-ups, but like a permanent one. So
Okay.
they are
Yeah.
going
hold
off
on.
as well.
Voice activity.
Push to talk, maybe.
Really, I thought it
I
was.
can't. I don't
hand.
necessarily know if I can do push to talk.
It was on a mobile. That's might be why.
Yeah, it's on mobile. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you can change the gate, maybe that'll help.
You could just mute it, unmute yourself. That's actually doable.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually. Okay, it might be. Okay, where is mute?
It should be the microphone symbol.
We'll have that one at the bottom, maybe.
Do.
I mean, the sound's gone now.
It's yeah. It's. I think it's done with, but there's. Nope. Never mind.
So when you join,
Did you hear what I just said?
No.
okay. So when you join the voice chat on the app, you can actually see the microphone symbol on the bottom. You can just click on that.
Yeah, I found it. It took a while, but I got there eventually.
Cool.
All right.
All right. I was basically just gonna make a little quip towards the guard about complimenting the strength of the golem that was fighting. That was all.
Oh yeah, that was one of Bergenthal's better creations. It's unfortunate that he seems to have betrayed us all. He'll be dealt with, and penalized severely for his actions
And
once we bring him back up to, well, functioning ability.
yeah, sorry, it's gonna probably cost a bit to bring him back up, but at least you know his nature now.
Aye. Thankfully, we're pretty good smiths, so we're able to repair each other if need be.
That's kind of neat. All right.
I mean, he's just made out of metal, so...
Zumasu contemplates the
what?
complexities of of biological metal creatures.
Anyway,
Huh?
thank you very much for your help. We'll be seeing you.
Thank you.
Next time that you need magic items, feel free to come by. I'm sure that this Smolder is working on your gear as we speak.
Yeah, Could you point us in her direction? We just want to check and see how she's doing.
Oh, certainly. She's back there in the forge.
All right. I think I kind of want to go check on Smolder.
Sure.
And want to
Yeah,
see if anybody
that
else
sounds
wants to
good.
follow along.
Right. You guys head back into the brassworks, kind of where you were. It looks like the Azers are getting back to work and, like, trying to fix the damages, like, to the grated floor, trying to pick up the remains of the golem. The forge is, like, the lava pouring stuff has kind of been suspended for now, but the anvils are still functioning, and all of the materials are still out and present, so Smolder is actually working away at, it looks like, bringing back one of her gargoyles that was damaged in the attack. She's got its arm, like, outspread over an anvil, and she's, like carving runes into its arm to try and bring them back together, magically speaking. Oh, hello.
Hey, Smolder.
I was wondering when you guys were going to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
told
we were
them to
just released.
Excellent. I trust you aren't in any trouble.
Oh no, they were very nice. They even compensated us a little bit for some of the trouble and damages.
Good. That's good. I was able to give a good word for you folks.
I really appreciate it, Smolder. Thank you.
As soon as I'm done repairing Brutus, we can get back to working on your mithril armor. I was able to acquire all the goods that I needed before this, and, of course, we are still working on the chest piece, the largest part, but the greaves are done, as are the gauntlets.
That's great. So I'm sorry to be. What would be the timeline on it now? Still a few more days, or?
Little bit of a delay, I'm afraid, due to circumstances, but no more than 1 day.
Great. Thank you. We really do appreciate it.
Well, I'll see you in 2 days' time, then.
Is there anything you'd like from us?
Nothing that I will need, just a bit of patience.
You got it.
Enjoy your time here at Famladen and try to stay out of trouble.
Well,
Try sometimes, but you
we
know,
will try.
we'll
Seems to
find
keep
us.
finding us.
This was not our fault. We don't go looking. It just happens.
Well,
They find assholes though.
they did say something about you folks when they were trying to tie us up. They were expecting, they said, that crow lady to interfere again. But I didn't think
Yeah.
anything of it until you actually showed up.
Yeah, they've been trying to get our stuff for quite a while. God. Anyway, well, they're hopefully no longer going to be an issue, so
Yes,
we'll
hopefully.
leave you to it.
I don't think they'll be reviving that Reed character. I'm sure that they are enjoying their time in the afterlife.
I hope so. I do. Anyway,
I give
I'm
Boomcrash a
gonna
little
go
pat on
back
the
to
back.
library. Huh?
I give Boomcrash a little pat on the back.
She smiles up at you. It's like, okay, well, we'll leave you to it. I'm going to go. Do we want dinner or do we want to go
What time of
continue
day
running
is it?
errands?
Oh,
What time
I'm
of
gonna,
day?
I'm gonna smear a diamond dust at Mao's face, and bam, great restoration. Your charisma's restored.
The the diamond dust kind of sprinkles and fizzles off of her face in a little light show, and your tooth, just in a gleam of light, is restored.
Does it like shine a tiny bit from like the right angle every so often?
It's
It's
shinier
like-
than normal.
It's like, oh yeah, Colgate.
Colgated Mao.
Oh, God, you know, nice, great, this is awesome. I like that. There you go.
Mao, just remember to brush the other teeth as closely.
Yes. Remember, you won't find
brushes
teeth
with it?
like this nowhere else.
Goddamn.
My +4 charisma's back.
Hell yeah, dog.
Oh my god.
Why do you have so much charisma? Out of character saying
Perception.
this.
Out of character, it's so I can pretend to be other people. But when you're not
Okay.
around other people to pretend to be them, it's kind of worthless.
That makes sense.
Yeah, she had 2 aliases back in Allure.
That's fair.
3!
Well, 3. We only really got to see most of 2, I think. Well, no, we got to see all 3. Because I forgot one
Okay.
was the minnows.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Biff.
But what time of day is it?
It is probably only like the afternoon, because you guys went here right in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a out of game meta question. So Amon would get 1 level of exhaustion from staying up all night. Can you get 2? Can you go to bed today to recover that exhaustion, or how does that work?
Has it been 2 days of the
No.
Okay.
So he has 1 more day of being awake, or
Yep.
what?
That's why I'm gonna have two layers of exhaustions by the end of this.
Yeah, he can try to rest, but he can't sleep because the prismatic radiant caffeine drink has kept him awake forcibly.
Hmm.
His eyes are still
And it's
glowing
gonna-
slightly, but it definitely has gone down.
And it's gonna be 2 days for my army to be done, or how much time?
2 days, like
Yeah, that's the reason why like everything kind of comes to an end in 2 days, and we gotta head out then.
Yeah. I'm just saying you would be able to take at least a long rest right before we head out.
Or you guys can
Okay.
carry me. Either way.
You're
Get a
kind of
horse to carry
important
you.
not being exhausted and having
Uh,
your spells back.
Speaking of which, carrying, we should finish the day by biting the damn carpet since you guys are so obsessed with it.
Yeah, I'd say we go by the carpet, and then we'll see what time it is then. Because I might go talk to that elf. I kind of, even though it was not exactly the best of situations, I feel like we maybe could have handled offing the dark metal gain differently. I kind of want to do something a little bit nicer afterwards.
We
I'm just
got
making note. I didn't kill them.
we got rid of them
You did
all.
it, Mao, and I'm actually proud of you.
We got rid of them all. Like it was the best end result.
True. I killed all the little baby ones, just not the big ones.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying though, it's only because I didn't get paid to do it. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's probably for the best in the long run. But after we get the carpet, I'm probably gonna go see if I can help a poor soul that needs some money.
Yeah. And Boomcraft sort of like smiles and like pats your arm and he's like, I think that's a good idea for you. I think that'll be good.
He's had
Um,
his time to think about it, so let's go get that carpet first.
Okay.
And
I want to head back to the confluence and continue getting more spells.
Alright. Are you guys just kind of like walking together as you go up?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
much as we can, I guess. We're still gonna
'Cause-
split up and get our own.
Yeah,
things.
do we? Because is the carpet at a different area than the confluence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at Fossils
Yeah.
Fabrics.
So I guess we'd split up at that point. Like when we
Yeah.
head to the fabric place, we'd probably head off to the confluence then.
Okay. You guys start heading up through the lower
Oh,
spires. and
Boomcrash,
the
did you want to
coral
spend
rooms.
time to summon your familiar though before we do this? Just to have
Oh,
it.
okay. Yeah, just sort of take an hour and pop up a goose. So
To take our little a short rest after the interrogation to just let her
Yeah.
respawn.
I mean, I think it's only a 10-minute casting anyway.
yeah, it's only a 10-minute casting. It's just I haven't done it because I wanted the short rest. And I wanted my spells back. So anyway,
That's
but
fine.
we're good.
You guys might like convene at the Gawking Human just to cast the ritual, make a plan, in case like
That's fine.
things happen again.
Yeah.
You guys tell each other where you're going to be. That some of you
Let's
are going to
double-check
Fossils
who-
Fabrics, some of you are going to the Confluence.
Let's double check who has what stone. So Boomcrash, you want to take one of the stones and we'll hold on to the other one.
Sure. That sounds great.
Okay.
So we split them up that way.
Sure. So Boomcrash has one stone. Zimasa, you have the other.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you
The
guys.
sending stone.
Sorry.
Yeah, the
Because
sending stone.
I had the sending stone, but I guess I can get rid of it.
Yeah, you were just kind of planning on what to happen. Oh my god, they're right outside. I hope you guys can't hear that. Is it picking up?
No, I can't.
No.
Okay,
no, it's actually
that's-
not. You're fine.
That's good. So, you guys head out of the Gawking Human and start heading up like the stairwell before it separates to go up towards the planar promenade and the confluence and whatnot. On Zimasu Mao, you guys head to Fossils Fabrics. Head to the store that's a plain rocky store that's got like stone pillars that look like they're made out of stacked boulders on top of each other. You head inside and you see a whole bunch of like fabrics of varying types, like tapestries, rugs, clothing as well, all hanging from various hangers and walls and pillars in the establishment. You see Fossil with his head on his desk. He doesn't even seem to have heard you come in. There's nobody else in the store.
I like give a tap on like a. Oh god. I give a tap like on the door or something, or like the ceiling or whatever. Just like a. Hey, how you doing?
A customer.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry to disturb you there, guy.
Wait. Some of you were here before. Are you actually coming back to buy something?
We came back. What do you think we came back for?
We heard you have a carpet that we're interested in.
Yes. I do have a carpet. Oh, hold on. And he heads to go fetch the carpet from the back, and he brings it out. Yes, the carpet that, as advertised, it flies on a breeze at the slightest whims that you speak of it. Here, and he places it on the ground. Up, and it floats like a few feet off of the ground. See? Perfect. He gestures with his hand that seems to have like a big frond of plant fossil like embedded in his arm. Yes. Can I interest you in this? As I said, the price is 40,000.
Can I do like an insight check of like he seems a little tired and frazzled. I'm just curious maybe why.
You can insight.
Mm.
It looks like this is an unusual circumstance for him. His place is stocked to the brim with stuff, but it doesn't look like there's any customers or that he's selling anything.
Just out of curiosity, my dude, how come you were like sleeping? You having trouble sleeping at night, or?
We'll take it. The so
It's probably cursed. Just maybe if we buy it, it'll lift it.
it's like, okay, so 40,000. Like, does that sound good for you people?
Wasn't it 35 before?
I wasn't here before.
I can assure you, my prices are consistent.
But it's
All right.
product consistent.
All right.
Indeed.
So yes, no, are we doing this?
I would also like to insight check. So if we buy this thing, it's not going to just crash on us in the middle of the sky, right? We're not going to just die because you decided you don't want to have it be magical one day all of a sudden?
Sure, make an insight check. No!
Damn it.
No. It wouldn't do anything of the sort. My works are perfectly safe.
What's the speed on this thing?
It moves at about 30 feet per 6 seconds.
Ah, what an odd specific timing, but okay.
We use a different unit of measurement here in Famladan than you're probably used to. We call them squares, and they're about 5 feet in your context. But
Goddamn metric.
I want to kind of.
The item in question is you look at it and it's like 6 feet by 9 feet, which is pretty big. It could probably fit 3 people comfortably, 4 people if you squeeze.
Okay, so I'm gonna have an hour to run on the ground. Understand. Okay, so I guess we just get it.
That's fine.
Well, actually, I don't have the party bank, so.
Let me double check my party bank. 'Cause I also have a party bag of holding. Ah shit! I have to reload a thing.
Yeah, I think your party
1
bank
second.
went to the north end.
Well,
I
I also have a
have
bag of holding with a lot of money.
That's fair.
I just need to wait for it to load up so I can see how much money I have.
So-
That's fair.
currently.
Which variety were you interested in? I have a few patterns available. There's this one, the Spirit of Femladan, I call it, and it's like divided into like 4 quadrants, each one of the key elements, and they're kind of like fusing together along their borders, and in the center is like this weird symbol.
Which one's not white? Because
Hmm.
you need to worry about the stains more than anything.
Yeah, red or black is pretty good. Dark colors, maybe a purple. I don't mind a purple.
Whatever is now white, we'll take.
Or yellow.
I can assure you, most of my works here are not white. I like to dye them very elaborate colorings.
You said it was 40,000 gold pieces?
Of course.
Alright, I have 4,000 platinum pieces I can hand it from the bank of my bag of holding.
Ah, perfect. Exact change.
There you are, my good sir. You mind if I take a kind of look around while we're here?
Of course,
Sure.
of course. If you wish to purchase anything else or inquiring about anything, just ask me.
I'm kind of more interested also just, you said there were multiple color patterns. Is there anything that's kind of more singular or modern, sleek? I'm not into
Like
intricate
Batman.
designs.
I mean, who?
Well, we have this, and he holds up a similar carpet that has like a sort of, what would you call it? Like an Art Deco sort of style that's got like, increasing, sized like rectangles, going in towards a central one that's like studded with, like golden lace that's spinning around the sides of it. It looks kind of mighty when it's hung up, and kind of
I kind of
fast when it's on its side. It's a combination of a bright blue, like the rectangles are like bright blue, and the outer sides of it are like a deep purple.
You know, this is pretty cool. I like this one.
I like the racing stripes.
Mm.
Yeah.
We do have one
Yeah,
that
well-
is, well, most people find this one a bit gauche, and he holds up one that is black with red and yellow, like fire, like radiating on it, almost like race car style.
That's too cheeky. I like the other one
Hey,
better.
I like that one.
And this is why we don't need to buy things. Anyway, pick something and let's get out of here.
I vote blue.
Before he tries to make us buy other things.
This one is made to represent clouds, but it does have some white on it, unfortunately, so I don't think you'll be interested.
Nope.
I vote Art Deco styled gold trim
Go for
and
it.
purple.
This
Okay.
one looks like a gold scarab.
Nah, not that one.
Nah.
Well, the other one
Nope.
was fine.
Very well.
So I just wanted again. Should I do a perception or investigation if I just kind of look at the state of the rest of his stuff? Of like, you said he had a lot of.
Yeah, trying to figure out like why he hasn't sold anything, even though stuff looks okay.
Yeah, like, or maybe there aren't any people walking about the thing that we didn't notice. Like, I don't know. So investigation or perception, you make me roll.
No, you don't need to roll. But
I'll do a charisma investigation afterwards.
I'll just kind of roll randomly for what you come across, I guess. Let's see. So you do come across like a full rack of cloaks of. They basically function like a cloak of elven kind, but they shimmer with a sort of camouflaging effect as you go past them. You didn't even see them at first, but it's obvious they're there on the rack.
I forget what Cloak of Elvenkind does. If you wouldn't mind refreshing.
Advantage on stealth, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that I might, if I actually want to be stealthy, I might actually kind of want that.
Paladin stealth? Yeah, maybe.
Well, right now I never do stealth checks because I'm in heavy armor, so it was
Mhm.
almost never useful. But if I get the mithril armor, I actually don't get disadvantage anymore, so I could not make us auto fail anymore.
Nice.
I asked how much these cloaks are, and if they have again one in blue.
Well, unfortunately, its color is a little variable as it's sort of melds with your surroundings. But those cloaks do run about 600 gold pieces.
That's fair. I'm gonna take 60 platinum from the party bank.
Thank you. That doesn't require attunement, by the way.
Sweet. So that just gives you advantage on stealth rolls.
Let me look it up to be sure.
Okay. Should I add that to like character sheet traits or something?
So technically it's wisdom perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks made to hide.
Oh.
Okay.
And it requires you to pull the hood up or down, so which takes an action. So
Okay.
I guess
So
I'll say while the hood's down, you can find a blue one.
Cool. All right.
As
Sorry,
you're-
Roll20 needs crashed again.
Yeah, that's fine. As you're trying the thing on and checking out its effects, as you raise and lower the hood, and Fossil's just kind of like looking at your purchase proudly, and like explaining its features. You do see that there is a like intriguing case lined with glass that has like a nice mahogany-looking drawers beneath it. But in the glass part of the upper cabinet, you can see that there's a cloak hanging within that appears to be made out of like a dark chitinous like scale patterning upon it. There's almost a chill down your spine as you look upon it.
I kind of like hesitantly go, this is giving me foreboding vibes. Would you mind explaining what this is? I motion to the thing.
That wasn't made by me. That was brought here. By some random hero. Unfortunately, the name escapes me. But it's a cloak of Arakidna. It can give you the powers of a spider. I'm not that willing to part with it, but I might be convinced to for 30,000.
What sort of benefits does such an ominous cloak give you?
Let me... There it is. I spelled it wrong when I was looking for it. Okay, it gives you... It gives you nothing related to poison damage, but it would grant other people resistance. Climbing speed, equal to your walking speed. You can spider climb for free. You can move through webs normally, as if they weren't difficult terrain. And you can cast web once a day.
So it's like giving you a spider climb cloak.
It's kind of like Boots of
cool.
Spider
It also-
Climbing, but it gives you a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. Well, I have my own uses. I motioned to anybody else. If anybody else interested in something that lets you climb.
I mean, a little bit, but not really. I'm good.
On.
I mean, I got my glove for climbing, so
Okay. Do the gloves require attunement? Just by the way, meta.
The gloves?
Oh, I was just meta questioning him on if the gloves were attunement or not.
Yeah.
Because the cloak is also attunement, so it would be literally a swap out. Okay then. It looks very neat, but I think we're actually spoken for. Thanks, and thank you for the cloak, by the way.
Of course. Fossil always provides for every customer that comes in.
Uh huh.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
well, I think we'll be on our way. I'm just
Please,
gonna
won't you
grab the...
stay a little longer? I mean, I don't get many customers.
No.
Needless to say, paying ones.
is there like a
Why?
particular reason for that?
Yeah, if you want me to stay, you can pay me to stay. Also, or you could pay me to kill whoever is threatening you, because obviously it's some weird protection thing, or you're being.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't mean to pry, but something seems a little bit off with you, my friend. Like you're nervous or anxious about something.
No. It's just that some people... I feel like some people find my fossils a little off-putting. These
Fossils?
weird imperfections on my body. He shows off like a weird like shell that's half embedded in his shoulder. He kind of looks like he's pockmarked with all manner of like plant and animal fossils, as if he himself was just like ripped out of like the sea floor or something.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of like Davy Jones, sort of Pirates of the Caribbean kind of thing. Part of the crew, part of the ship, that kind of thing.
Yeah, just strictly the stone parts. He still has some of the Genasi striations about him. They're kind of like blue lines echoing throughout his body, but they're kind of hidden by his stony hide.
Oh, I mean, they don't bother me. We've seen worse by lots of standards.
I'm afraid the other Genasis just... They say I'm a bit tainted by the mortal world.
We're from the mortal world. That's offensive to us.
Yes, well, when the Genasis don't like your appearance, and mortals, well, they just follow with... When some people don't come to your shop, everybody else tends to avoid it as well.
Well, you have some good stuff we can recommend when we run into people, if anybody asks.
Or would you?
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah, that's most...
appreciative.
Sure.
Thank you. And he just goes and hugs Imasu.
Oh, okay.
I'm backing away from that. Nope. All right, I'm going outside now.
I'm sorry, too much?
It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna get going though. Thank you again.
Good.
We're headed out.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to... Okay. Whew. It's okay, Fossil. You made friends today.
Oh no. Wait, his name was Fossil?
His name is Fossil, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
That's really cute. And I feel kind of bad for him.
Now I feel kind of bad for him. Well, I got stuff to do.
But
We've been feeling
Boundary.
kind of bad for everyone. So, like throw another into the pile.
Oh no.
she adopts people, so yeah, this is in character, but thank God I'm not there.
Alright. So let's...
Ain't no room on this pity train except for myself.
Where are you guys? Where are you three at the bottom going next while Boon Crash is still heading towards the confluence?
So, I would guess I was gonna tell them if you want to take the carpet back, I was probably gonna go find the weird wood elf before and see if I could help him out. I'd kind of appreciate if one of you could come with me just as a sort of witness.
I just look at him on rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Winner goes.
Or just
Roll, I don't know, roll a
Roll a-
D3 or something.
a D3, the dice that I got custom. No, I'm rolling a D4. It's gonna be pointy. You will like the pointiness.
Okay, you both got a 3, assuming the first one for C.
Shit.
Okay.
All right.
After 2 attempts, it looks like Amon has won at rock, paper, scissors.
Ha, you have to go.
Wait,
No,
doesn't
you
the
get to,
loser...
I'm the winner. You get to do it.
I said winner goes.
Oh,
You
fine.
did not mount.
Deception.
Oh, fine. Like remember, I'm on 1 hit point.
I said winner goes.
I'm at 1 hit points.
Actually, that's a good argument. Now Amon needs to go. He can't really rest. It might be better if he just stays at the Gawking Human for a bit, where we know it's a little safer. While we go take care of this.
So he gets to fly the carpet first.
He doesn't need to fly the carpet unless he wants to. And he probably
Like,
should keep a low profile if he's at such a low point. Or maybe he should just come with us for the safety of it now, thinking about it.
I'll follow you guys. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So you all go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that we like take us like, oh yeah. Amon's he's still probably breathing kind of heavily.
He's not
out of-
complaining about it, but it's obvious he
He's
needs
just
some sort of assistance.
Keeping it for the week.
Just
All right,
Be
so
on the
I'm gonna go
carpet,
look
float
in the
around.
area for what was his name again?
Well,
Notes.
they're up at the planar promenade usually whenever you encountered them. You guys start heading up through the Genasi hold, going up the wide sets of brass stairs and intricate reliefed edifices. once again probably heading up through the Vault of Splendors, and you make it out towards the promenade and start looking around. You don't see that tree man anywhere. However, you guys are approached by somebody.
I'm supposed. All right.
A dwarf walks towards you all and then offers his hand. Hello, my name is Sigurd, and you must be Zemosu.
Yes. Whom I could I?
He
help
grasps
you?
your hand and starts shaking it fervently. Pleased to meet you, pleased to meet you. I am an emissary of my Lord Thor, and I have come to offer you the strength to overcome any foe. We heard about your work with the fire giants, and we're big fans. We would very much like to have you as worshippers of, well, my Lord Thor.
Can I do a religion check and ask for Amon to like, hey, do you know the guy Thor?
It's like, I didn't see all the movies. All right, the religion.
Didn't like the one with the drow.
But
Yeah, I didn't see the sequel or.
I think all we could get was very basic stuff.
So you regard Thor as probably coming from some other pantheon that you're not used to. Certainly not one from Allore. But Amon, you've heard the name. They are one of the members of Isgard, the Outer Planes. They're one of the deities that lives there. They don't rule over it or anything, but that's where they're from.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not your standard deity, is it? So what are you looking for? You'd like me to worship Thor as well?
Of course, if you worship Thor, we can promise you that all of your battles will be victories. And, excuse me, you hear a female voice coming from beyond the way. You look and you see this elf woman with long blonde braided hair and like copper-colored skin, almost like actual copper. And she comes towards you wielding 2 spears. She plants them both on the ground and says, "You are Zemosu, then. Get out of here, you filthy dwarf. I'm here to represent the Morrigan, and she wishes for your aid. If you come to her aid, she will come to yours,
Cool.
and she will offer you victory in all of your battles. She is a queen in the Feywild, and a lady of victory. Not like this oaf worships Thor.
How many people did we
What
ask
say
for
you?
help?
I am Bryn Widdell, and I will not take no for an answer."
Could I
Yeah,
have time
you
to think
will.
about it? I think I might have
Listen,
used the wrong frequency.
if you wanted victory, Thor's the one that you want. He can make you throw thunderbolts and all that, and he'll give you some of his power. Silence, dwarf. I was the one that approached this one first. Well, I'm the only meaningful one that has approached them so far. Get out of here, you filthy elf! And then the dwarf swings a hammer at the elf, and kind of she dodges out of the way,
Whoa.
and then
Whoa, guys.
she throws
Whoa.
a spear towards the ground, and the dwarf hops out of the way, but it catches, like, his tabard in front. "Oh, you dare strike me with the son of a dart!" And they start fighting straight up.
Just leave. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
I'm going to just have them start working. Like, I'm not interested in mindless brawls.
You turn
Have
around.
some,
You turn
have some
around.
decorum if you want to convince me of anything.
They do not seem to have heard you, but they see you turning away, and then both of them start, like, holding out their hand, like, "No, wait, just a minute!" And you spin around, and you kind of bump into something. You look at, like, these 2 hands that are kind of humanoid at your flanks, but the chest continues upward, and you see this armored, muscular figure with 2 giant horns and, like, a dog-like nose, and 2 other pairs of arms on giant shoulders, each one bearing giant lobster pincers. And this armor-clad creature plants a sword down into the ground. It speaks in demonic to you.
Yeah, I'm not interested, buddy.
It stops you with one of its
Infernal.
lobster claws. I come for the demigod of oppression. I use with promises to bring Allure to heel. You betrayed them, and you be our ally.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling what you're putting out.
Think before you answer. And it's one of its smaller human hands outstretches and hands you a little scroll sealed with a red skull, like wax seal.
I'm just kind of drop. I'm gonna just take a moment, like I'm about to read it, but then I'm gonna kind of drop it and be like, guys, run.
Do not trust this thing! The Zigguard heads over with his hammer. This thing's be's a demon! You don't want to trust anything from this one. You have to join Thor now! Please.
I motion for Mao and Amon.
Trust Bryn Widdell. The Morrigan will protect you, and will dispatch this demon far more efficiently than this hedonistic Thor.
Cast darkness and run.
You cast darkness and run. Darkness fills the area as they start to brawl once more. You start rushing off into the promenade as people are starting to notice things like breaking out, and you duck into like a side alley, where somebody kind of stops you, Zumasu.
Gotcha.
It is like this cloaked figure. They take their hood off of their head and unfurl what appears to be a cobra-like hood, and a serpentine face. Yanti, I am Kotlanti, and I offer promises that a pip will transform you and bring you to your true form, a full-fledged Yanti.
Yeah, no, I fought full-fledged Yanti ghosts. I'm unfortunately not interested, thank you.
Think you nothing of your traditions, of your ancestors.
I'm kind of a new thinker. I think coexisting with other races is much more amicable.
But the blood that the Aloran spilled, a pip will let you have your vengeance.
That doesn't technically concern me in the same way.
You start like making your way away from this person.
Yeah.
No, you must listen to me. Many people are after you, Zumasu. You
I'm starting
must
to get that
listen
sense.
to me. Yeah, and you head off down into the alleyway. You notice that a lot of people are starting to notice you, Zumasu. I'm going to need you to try and lose them. What would you like to do?
Wait a second. Mao, hold strategy.
Fucking A, get in.
Amon, come in. You're at 1 HP. We're probably the best bet we got.
Visible
What?
nap.
What's the strategy?
Get in the hole.
We jump in the hole. And Mao goes and loses everybody by climbing up shit and hiding.
As I
All right.
close up the pocket, once you guys do get in, I'm like, you're paying me for this.
Is anybody calling Mama Bird?
No.
I guess I can call him from the hole now. I'm just like, hey, Boom Crash. I think when I put up a message, a lot of creatures answered. We were trying to find Donatar, the word elf, but I'm finding a lot of followers of random outer deities and such. Might need your help.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you're such a popular boy at the party, but yeah, pick your contract carefully. Don't make the same mistake that I've made.
So this is kind of similar to what you kind of maybe got offered. I kind of described the way I was approached by all the other peeps.
I mean, I wasn't swarmed with offers. I don't think I was open season, but yeah, a woman did come to me and we struck up a deal, and I mean, that didn't go well for me. So because I didn't know who I was signing a contract with, I just was desperate and I wanted power. So who like there was the demon dude, but who else has approached you?
Boom,
there was a
Zumasu, as Boomcrash asks this, she starts to break up.
That's not good. We're in the hole right now, so
You hear another voice protrude on the other side of the sending stone. Remember, worship your local humor deity.
oh my friggin' god, you!
Zagig will be able to help you with all of your needs, my friend Zumasu. Come, meet me in the Vault of Splendors. I'll be able to do everything that you want, and you'll be able to do anything to anyone at any time, as long as it's in the name of trickery.
just for this is Granny Weevil Eyes that's talking.
No.
This isn't
my
Granny Weevil Eyes. Okay, the voice just made me go, God fucking damn it. Okay.
You skipped it.
I almost had freaking devious. I am probably gonna be like, yeah, no, not a trickster sort of thing. I had bad experience with trickster type characters. Yeah, thank you, but no. Thank you, no.
You put the sending stone in your pocket.
What?
You presumably put the sending stone in your pocket. This does not stop.
Freaking egg. I popped my head up for a second. Mal, how are we hiding?
Hang on it. Stay in the hole.
Alright.
Right, Mao, make your what do you want to do to try and escape here?
I also think it's hilarious that you guys are stuck in the hole with the dead dragon corpse.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Murder Death is in there with you, I believe.
I'm kind of just frowning as I see it, like with his tongue hanging out. I'd be like, this isn't going right. This isn't a good day.
I mean, Zamos is the one that was kind of getting all the attention, so I think what I would like to do is try to run a little bit away and then casually kind of weave myself into a crowd and just get lost in there and just keep walking until we find a nice quiet spot where no one's going to bother us.
Right, you head out into the crowd. I'm going to need you to make... I suppose it's going to be... Yikes. What kind of check would this be? It's a lot of things, huh?
It's a weaving check, so whatever I do at like the grocery store, that check.
Right.
It's a
Maybe
let's
two
enjoy
different
ourselves.
types of stealth checks. Maybe one charisma based, one based in like dexterity. So like one to just charisma based inside of like the crowd, and then dexterity to like find a spot afterwards.
I'm going to need you to make first a deception check to try and convince people that you aren't related to anything that's going on. And then I'm going to need you to make a stealth check to try and weave your way into the crowd. Then I'm going to need you to make I suppose, a performance check to act casual.
Ooh, that's on the casual side.
Okay.
You're hitting the pavement a little bit hard.
Yeah. Right, I'm like not able to control my breathing. Still looks like I just came from a run.
So overall, you were able to sneak into the crowd, and nobody seems to have noticed you immediately. You see that the dwarf and the elf are fighting with that demon, but it looks like there are some other people that are starting to fight as well. It looks like a few of the myrmidons have been dispatched to the promenade and are trying to break up these various fights that are starting to break out. Eventually, Mao, you come face to face with a strange androgynous human with a single, like, heart beast horn on one side of their head, and it's like holding a veil up over half of their face, beneath which you can see like an orange glowing eye. They step towards you and hold up a hand, motioning for you to stop. Listen, I know that you're working with that Zumasu friend. I can help you in this situation if you'll listen and take the time to do so. I understand that Mephistopheles is after them. Perhaps I could help.
She's struggling to keep her face straight. and immediately starts to draw her weapon and goes, "You're going to back off, or I'm going to kill you. Your choice."
There's no need for that. I will not harm you. I'm not here to draw that much attention. But you're Mao, yes?
No.
Cute. I come on behalf of my master, a member of the 9th layer of the Abyss. Well, L, to be more precise.
Sleight of hand would like to open the pocket so that way others can hear what's going on.
Sure.
I think we have to like immerse for it to interact with anything. I think.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
I don't know if that
technically
includes
true.
Sound though, is it?
you can't just open the bag and let air
Yeah.
in.
I think it does
True,
need to
yeah.
like collapse fully, like be unfurled fully for people
Yeah,
to go
that's
out.
why it's like every 10 minutes.
So unfortunately, not.
Okay.
Do you want you to try anything else?
Throw the pocket onto the ground to unfurl.
Sure. You throw the pocket onto the ground. The person watches it unfurl and says, "Be careful about revealing himself here. I am Utreyu, and I am in behalf of Asmodeus, the Lord of Hell."
So I guess when it unfurled, I'd be like, that's kind of weird, and I'd assume that Mal's just letting us up for breath, and I'd start climbing out and be like, oh god, there's a creepy beast horn.
He kneels down, just kind of squats down at the top of the portable hole and looks down inside. "So you're the Zumosu that everybody's talking about. Tell me, what would it take for you to need my help getting rid of Mephistopheles' meddling on this plane?"
I'm not gonna go any further, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I do have a bias against
I gotta kick him.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna kick him.
Yes,
Kick who,
thank
me?
you. No,
Er-
kick hit the other thing. Thank you.
Oh, wait,
He's-
so you're not out of the pit yet. Are you?
Oh, I thought we were being it was unfurled.
It was unfurled. He's leaning down over the pit as it's unfurled and talking
Yeah,
to you guys.
I
You
was
guys
starting
can
to
get out
climb
if
out.
you want.
Or pull him in and kick his ass.
I don't. No, we should not drag him in. Okay, then
Ah,
I'm
fine.
going to emerge. I thought that we were emerging automatically because it was.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm going to get out, and I get out first. So I guess I get out.
Sure.
Amon's gonna get out. Does he let us get out?
He doesn't make any effort to stop you.
Unfortunately, I have a bias against those who make contracts with the Abyss or Hell. So I have no interest. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm
be
sure
sorry.
that you could make an exception if we were willing to get rid of such a large problem in your life. You must understand that Mephistopheles is a powerful being. I
Okay.
work for an even powerfuler.
Okay, so the moment I hear this, can I kick him now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now that
make
now that my legs are free, I can kick.
Yeah, make a unarmed strike.
Eh.
It's okay. He was kind of flat-footed, so you're able to
I got a second
him
kick.
you're able to kick him in. You kick him inside, but you aren't able to manage the second one before he falls in. And he falls like into the pit. That was. I'm trying to maintain my composure and trying to offer you a deal, Sumasu.
Kick your ass. I'm trying to kick your ass, and I'll keep on doing it unless you get out of here.
I'm not interested. It's best you leave.
He scrambles unceremoniously out of the pit and brushes off his robes. He like has the veil lifted off over his face, revealing like a mediocre scar underneath. He like puts it back over his face and straightens his hair. You'll be sorry. And he struts off. You hear the clacking of his heels as he
How
goes
are you
off.
finding me?
There he is! The elf points at you, and the others that were fighting in the square all turn towards you, and they start charging.
Jesus Christ.
I try the speaking stone again.
You need to pick one, damn it.
Zagig,
Okay,
the
can I-
wonderful, humorous god, they offer you your times a few so that you can.
What am I? Am I
Fuck a
hearing
sod.
this on the other end?
Yeah.
Abruptly heard me. Oh, you are hearing.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm.
god.
Oh god damn it! So I closed my book.
The number you're trying to
Uh.
reach is unfortunately hijacked.
Hi, honey bunny. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. And I sent a sending spell to Zumasu and Mao, and I'm like, where are you guys? I'm coming.
I reply back, planar promenade.
Okay.
Just find the crowd, you'll find us.
Hyperlift,
Okay,
promenade.
Boom
I
Crash is
turned
on her
about.
way.
There's no way we could take all these guys, right?
We just got out of a huge battle. I would love to not have to do that.
All right, but this is just me RPing with I guess I could hear their cases.
No, you keep moving until you choose one.
They
move.
They are getting closer. It is a veritable
okay, you know what?
Lion King level of stampede.
Okay, okay.
Wait, we
guys,
have a flying carpet.
exactly. Just use a
Everybody
carpet.
get
go
on. We're
vertically
gonna
up.
start flying away.
You guys get on the flying carpet.
We fly to the top of the temples at 30 feet around.
Yeah, you get on the flying carpet, but it doesn't seem to be doing much.
Oh, motherfucker.
Fuck.
Oh, we had to say the magic words.
For
Shit.
the carpet? What are the magic words?
I don't remember,
Up.
but he said magic words last time.
Yeah, it was up.
As you say up, it floats like about a foot above the ground.
Okay, fly up.
It continues to fly
Get
up.
on.
All right.
Are we at the regular speed now?
Yep, it's moving at like full speed upward. Everybody else has gathered below and are like waving their fists at you. Ah, come on! Obey my god! Be my patron! Hey, my master will offer you everything! It fades away as you escape and towards the sky.
Okay,
Now flying
while we're
above
doing that,
everything.
I'm going to look up to see if we're gonna run into anything above because this place is weird. Does this place have a ceiling?
I mean, there's some buildings up there, but it's pretty open, so
Okay.
you're able to fly straight up.
Okay, then I'm gonna say stop.
It stops.
All right.
So we're maybe 120 feet up.
I mean, were you counting the seconds? You can be however high up you want to be.
I wanted to be as high as the top of the temples, because that was a pain in the ass to get that high.
Do you guys maybe want to head to the confluence so you can meet up with your buddy?
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah.
just keep flying up.
I'd rather just keep flying towards the confluence.
Okay.
I guess we turned. I'm like, okay, let me see if I got this right. So, forward fly, and I can't motion in the direction I want.
Yeah, it flies.
Okay.
It just needs your verbal direction.
Okay, that's okay. Good. It's not a bus thing. It's just it needs verbal direction.
For whoever's riding it.
All of this, by the way.
Sorry.
All of this. No, this is like Mao talking to Zumosu and everyone who's sitting on the carpet. I hate everything that happened. So
Yeah.
much.
I'm thinking I might need the non-detection one, because I kind of pinged myself a little too heavily.
You look to your left and you can see that there is a half a scallop shell flying through the air, matching your speed, and resting upon it is a female dryad, seemingly made out of grapevines, eating a bit of herself, plucking it and placing it into her mouth. Perhaps I could interest you in the blessings of Uladamra to tell your stories. It's quite an intriguing one that you have. I am Reparia.
Hellish rebuke. Back off!
Oh, this is such a clusterfuck. Oh my god.
I mean, all of them just want me to have power, but I'm more interested in something that aligns with my convictions.
So it's none of these guys because they're begging. Got it. Cool.
Too desperate.
I mean, I'm desperate, but not that desperate.
I
They've all
mean,
just
but Thor and the Morrigan are potentially okay because they're battle deities, but
They're
Like,
not them demons. It's the whole thing is when I was all out of those temples, they need to have balance with your convictions and stuff. But it's like if you choose somebody just for power and victory in battle, it could still go a bad way.
yeah,
Also,
yeah, you don't want to be
or
stuck fighting battles for the rest of your life.
I want to know more about those demons before I say anything. And again, fuck those underworld guys. They just want somebody who was once a good paladin or some shit.
You say demons, which ones are you talking about?
What do you mean? The ones from the abyss or the? I'm getting my stuff confused, aren't I?
I think you're talking
It's okay,
about the
I was
devils.
too. I said abyss when I should have said hell earlier.
Yeah, so, that one said that they found you because of me.
That's
Yeah.
not great. So
No.
the sooner I resolve this, the sooner we can. Well, we're probably gonna have to start using the non-detection wand. I'm thinking.
Sure, but for whatever reason, you've got the ire of Mephistopheles. I have the ire of Mephistopheles, and everything that seems to be coming up from hell is from Kenya, or now. That one said Asmodeus, the ruler of the Nine Hells?
Wait. So Mephistopheles is another ruler of the Nine Hells. I'm trying to remember.
He's
Keep
one
going.
of the.
It's the Lord of the
kings.
Eighth, from what you've heard.
Yeah.
This
that was what
person
the-
represented the Lord of the Ninth, Nessus Asmodeus.
Is there a direct hierarchy, or are they all kind of equal?
I mean, we can go
Sure.
into Confluence and we can talk to them about it, but they weren't happy about devils and demons, mostly devils. Too clever, too smart, too wicked.
Right.
They might
Boomcrash,
also have more.
as you guys are like discussing this on the carpet and heading towards the confluence where Boomcrash was, Boomcrash, the last message you received was to head down to the promenade. So presumably as you're doing that, is that what you were doing?
Yeah, I was sending Goose to look and keep me, be my eyes in the sky, and I was going to start bustling my birdie butt over. So,
Okay.
does Goose run into them?
Do a perception check because we are kind of floating in the sky towards it.
Yeah, Goose does eventually find them, and you guys see Goose. But Boomcrash, you aren't looking through Goose's eyes necessarily, because you
Yeah.
need to see where you're going. You start rushing down
Yeah.
the stairs, and there are a few wizards that get out of the way as you're rushing down. Papers flying everywhere. Your flock needs protecting, and you skid down out into the something overlooking the promenade, like one of the temples perhaps, and you can see that there's a whole lot of activity down there and people rushing up the stairs. You can kind of hear them echoing in the distance, and you wonder if that's the best way to go, so you head down a different way to try and get towards the promenade. And as you duck down into this dark sort of crevicey area and skid along an alleyway, rummaging along some trash cans and whatnot, you suddenly the alleyway kind of expands beyond you, and darkness starts spinning around you. You
Oh no!
Oh fuck! Oh god! Fuck.
you look around, and immediately on the defensive, you try and reach out to Goose, but you cannot see through their eyes. As you
I'm turning tail and I'm running.
You run as far and as fast as you can, but it doesn't seem to get you any progress. You come to a small, barren street lamp
God damn it!
that is just showing off this strange light. And within the light of this little street lamp, you glance around you into the darkness until a voice familiar to you echoes throughout the area. So, looks like your friend's looking for a lot of help.
He's currently searching, and that is all I know, and that is all I am privy to.
Aren't we all searching? As I have been looking for you, Boomcrash. And a dark, shadowy, feminine figure, kind of melds out of the darkness and kind of steps into the light of the street light with a shadowy tendril tethering it to the darkness beyond. It's been a while, my little pet.
It certainly has been. And I wish it had been longer. You did not treat me well, my lady.
Well, we all have our regrets. I'm sure that letting you get that collar on you is one of mine. And perhaps the way I've treated you. Now, I'm still your lady, aren't I, Boom Crash?
I'm studying and doing book learning now.
I know.
And I'm focusing on my flock.
And it was wrong of me to try and stop you from learning. I was scared. I was scared that you would learn something that you shouldn't. I was a little too protective of you. Understand, yes? She kind of like tries to put her finger underneath like your beak.
I back away. It's like, I understand that is a very pretty excuse to control me.
Listen.
Pretty words, but honestly, if you let your fear, I'm saying that kind of scornfully, your fear impact the bond and the contract and the agreement that we had, and it impacted how you treated me, that's unacceptable. That is a failure on your part.
I admit that. I admit I was far too protective of you. I thought the mortals were trying to pry you away from me, and I did not take kindly to that. Understand, I'm not a mortal like you. It's taken me some time to understand people. But I think I'm beginning to. Crash, I will gladly help you get your revenge on a Taurus. I've gathered a great deal more information since you were last with me. I have other sources, but none quite so close to him as you could possibly get to exact the revenge that you seek. And I would also be willing to fill you in on this Mephistopheles character, their plans with a Taurus. But to do so, I would need something in return. I would need a new contract from you. And I will agree to never possess or control you or your friends ever again. And in return, you will allow me to bolster your powers once more. And I will, of course, tell you what I know in regards to your plight and your quest. And of course, this deal would bind me to my word. No such protocol was in the last contract.
I recall.
Wouldn't need that fancy little collar anymore, because I wouldn't be able to possess you. Do you say?
Boom Crash is holding the necklace that she got from Edgrenor, and she's clutching it very closely, and sort of looks down, looks at the Shadow Lady, and says that, you know what? The more time that I spend with my flock and with the people that I love, the more that I'm realizing that as good as it would be to see him dead, that's not my priority anymore.
What is?
So I'm sorry, that's not good enough. I am done with you.
What could be more important than your vengeance? You. Fine. Bother you anymore.
Have a good day, my lady.
I hope you do too. I hope your friends are safe. The alleyway returns to its normal state.
Oh no!
You hear once again, the rioting heading up the stairs above you. A body, falls down. from up there, a genasi that was made out of fire, and there's like a splash of scorching, like cinders splashing everywhere. I'm okay. I'm okay. I just was trying to do the mail today.
Oh,
It's fine.
jeez, dude. I help him up, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
There's a huge,
what the hell is going on?
There's a ton of people climbing up the stairs. I don't know what they want.
Jeez. Yeah, maybe I'm trying to find some friends of mine. Maybe leave this area for a while.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and see if I can make sure my family is safe. But good luck.
Right. Everybody out top, you are rushing along with your magic carpet up towards the confluence. You see Goose, who arrives and says, "Boom crash, boom crash, boom crash."
Can I see through his eyes now? Can I like pause after saying goodbye to the mailman and try and see through his eyes?
Yeah. You see your friends.
How the fuck did you get up there? Shit. I turn around and I start going back up the stairs back towards the confluence.
Goose shakes themselves.
I check the speaking stone again. Gotta have tired them somehow by now, right? Like, nobody stays on the line for more than 10 minutes.
They're still there. It looks like they're talking
Good.
about lollipops now.
Lead us to Boom Crash. We'll follow you.
Okay.
Boom crash! Follow me. And he zooms off down the stairwell where Boom Crash headed last. But unfortunately, you are led into like a riot of people. You screech the carpet to a halt and consider your options.
So
Do
flying
I
down, but staying
see
above.
them?
Make a perception check, Boom Crash.
Okay, hold on.
It is back where you fell from.
Okay.
Not fell from, but like climbed down from.
Okay. Come on. You wanna work. You wanna work.
How about no?
Skill.
Oh,
Deception.
Deception!
Submit.
Alright. You glance up, but it's too riotous up there for you to see exactly where they are. You're just trying to head back up the stairs, kind of behind the horde.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. I turn to Amon and Mao. Okay, you guys steer this thing so we can get to the confluence. If there's any sort of powerful mages, they could probably at least have a wall of force or something. Maybe they have wards to at least stem the flow. I'm gonna go back to praying for a second. That's all I got. And I'm gonna close my eyes and focus and kind of go into like a meditative pose.
Okay. You go into a meditative pose.
Fuck.
Alright. I want to basically try and see if I can access the astral, the religious astral wavelengths or whatever. So I guess this would be kind of probably a religion check. To see if I can
Yell
sense
back.
who's actually sending after me and see if there's anything that isn't completely malicious or whatever.
You try to open your senses. Make a religion check.
God
It is
damn it, I want to.
way too distracting as you guys are trying to evade the horde. And at this point, who's going to be controlling the magic carpet?
Well, I got
Either
nothing
Amon
better
or
to
Mao.
do, so
Alright,
I
there you
guess
go.
I guess I'm the pilot.
Okay, I'm on.
I'll just threaten anybody who tries to get close, that's all.
Okay, I'm on. You are the pilot. So, you start zooming off as these people start chasing you. Some of them seem to have wings, and they take flight after you. There's a few bat-winged things and angel-winged things, and they are flying through the air, shouting their various promises of wealth and power and moral obligation to Zumasu as he tries to concentrate. Amon, what would you like to do as you soar through the spires of Famladan around this big cylinder of a city?
Okay, let's make a continuous loop for one thing, and secondly, are there no authorities like making note of this at all?
It looks like some
Is there
people.
What?
It looks like some people have started to take to the skies as far as Ginny, like warriors that are chasing after them all.
Okay, in that case, we circle around. So we circle back and lead them toward them, so that they can deal with it.
Okay, I'm gonna have you then make a. Ooh. Let's make a wisdom vehicles check.
So, wisdom. I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus 5.
All right. You're able to surprisingly control the thing very easily. It kind of comes naturally to you as you shout out a command to it, and it starts to spiral around the city of Famladan. You eventually loop it back on themselves, and you see the Ginny coming towards you. Hey, stop! They shout in like various languages, and you zoom straight up and over their heads as they collide with each other at the bottom, like beneath you. Meanwhile, it looks like what appears to be a Baylor has just emerged from the guise of a human and is flying up towards Zumasu. Please, you must join the abyss. Amon, what do you do now?
He said, "Please."
Okay.
They can say please.
Okay. Max speed, much as possible. This music is not appropriate.
No.
Given that it's a fucking Baylor. All right. Seriously, like, why is there no interference from any like authorities or whatever?
They're trying. They didn't expect the entirety of Famladan to start revolting.
I'm surprised there's so many followers in one place.
They just have an issue with like the brass works, and now they're having all this other stuff. It's basically they're split.
We're gonna get fucking banned from the city.
Oh, I mean, it's expensive, so whatever.
Okay. Well, actually. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go on a weird limb. This is gonna be awful, but maybe it'll work. I had the devilish unholy Mephistopheles symbol. The freaking fork. I'm gonna wave it at to see if it'll get them to fucking stop pursuing me.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah.
Make an intimidation check.
You know what? I will use my inspiration. I haven't used it today.
It's fair.
Let's try this again. Swear to God. All right.
You wave.
We're all here.
You wave the silver fork down at the Baylor. You don't want to mess with me. I'm working with Mephistopheles. And the Baylor just roars, "My mortal enemy, you will die!" And flies up towards you. Make another vehicles check. So D20 plus 5.
Can I make another religion check?
In a moment. You quickly duck into the confluence as the Baylor collides with the brass pillars on the side, roaring into the library. A lot of wizards suddenly turn towards the window, shh, and try to shush the demon as you fly through, leaving a trail of books and papers flying up in your wake. It looks like Terwin himself is down there just trying to protect his work as the Baylor like shoots a ball of fire into the chamber and the wizards try to like contain the thing. You blast out the other side of the confluence to the sight of a variety of angels stretching their hands out to Zumasu. Please, you must join the Elysium Accord. You must do this. It is your moral obligation to do so, to reclaim your position as a paladin. Amon, what do you do now?
Wait, do I
Just,
hear the angels?
Yeah, you do.
I
okay.
guess I would wake up this time. Just like, wait, hold on.
So it's time for me to just guide the Baylor into the angels and then do to a side turn and do quick dive into the lower street level and just fly along a lower altitude because we gotta lose him somehow.
Okay, sure. You try to execute this strategy. Zumasu, did you want to shout something before Amon ducks the carpet away?
I am a little interested in celestials.
You shout this as Amon suddenly kind of like grimaces, "Ugh, Celestials," and then ducks down out of the way. He then like whistles to the Baylor and holds up the holy symbol. I'm gonna have you make a deception check, Amon, as you try and guide the Baylor into the Celestials' path.
Oh no, I'm not good at those.
Sometimes we gotta do things we ain't good at.
What you mean flying?
Oh, like changing a tire. Alright. You duck down, and the Baylor finds you as magic missiles are like flying out and colliding with it. It follows you down, and it leaps off of the side of the building and starts flying down towards you guys. These Celestials are following, unfortunately, a little far behind, and then they start firing upon the Baylor with lightning blasts from their various arrows that are like shooting down towards it. It seems to be ignoring them, though. Your deception did not work. Alright. Now there's a train of these creatures following you. What is your next action, Amon?
Okay. At this stage... Okay, so things can't go into the ethereal planes at all around here, right?
Yeah, or at least, yeah, there's no shifting.
There's no teleportation allowed, at least. I don't know if you've tried to go into the ethereal plane.
I think when when she tried to do
Yeah.
that steppy thing, it didn't work.
Yeah. I'm wondering
Because
if...
the wall of force went to the ethereal plane. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
No, it's because the my obsidian steed can go into the ethereal plane for a bit, but that's no longer an option. So, do you guys not have like? Okay,
I don't
At
have
this-
spells.
Do you guys
Okay,
have
I
anything
know.
you want to try to do to aid Amon in this endeavor? I am doing a skill challenge in the background.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, at this stage, where is the Boom Crash? Because I feel like we need her spells. We
Okay.
need to-
I could use the the way the sun. Okay, just to clarify, the sunlight's coming from the top because of the way the city's organized. Could I use a mirror to kind of like flash towards its eyes to make it harder for it to try and follow us? Like it has to keep on darting its head away.
That's interesting. You could certainly try that.
So just do a sleight of hand check and see if it gives a help action.
Hold on. Yeah. I would definitely call that a sleight of hand check. Also,
I'm just using whatever I got.
Mao or Amon, which one of you guys wants to make a perception check to try to find Boom Crash?
I mean, I will.
Yeah. I mean, we both can actually because, I mean that's my goal. So, I'll just roll it.
You do it.
Okay. Zumasu, you take out the light, well, the mirror, and try to guide the light into the Baylor's eyes, but unfortunately the light is moving a lot because Amon's cycling around a lot. Amon, you dive into the streets looking for Boom Crash, and you are unable to locate them this turn, especially with all the new movement. Boom Crash, do you want to try to do anything? We might not be able to hear you.
You might be muted.
Yeah, she's muted.
Oh, Boom Crash, unmute
The-
yourself.
The button.
I'm sorry. Things got weird and complicated with phone.
That's fine.
So and
Sorry.
also fireworks. So is it possible for me to try and perception check with Goose to try and figure out where they are relative to where I am?
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely try that. It's gonna be pretty easy of a check.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah, Boom Crash, when you look through Goose's eyes, Goose was kind of taking them down to try to find you, but quickly got lost in the chaos. However, it's very easy to find the big line of creatures following the magic carpet around Famladan. There is also a
Damn it.
Baylor and several Devas involved in the
Holy.
chase.
Okay. My spell slots are so limited, but I think I need to burn another one. I'm gonna do the telekinesis, magic staff, witch's broom trick again, and try and fly up there and make contact at least.
It's technically about as fast as we are.
Technically,
Yeah.
yes. Okay,
So
so you take the stick and start going up into the sky. The Baylor is quickly gaining on the creatures, but it's slowed down by the Celestials hammering it from behind. Don't take that out of context. And Boomcrash, you're able to eventually make it up to where Amon and Zumasu are trying to dive into the streets below.
Oh, wait, I turned to Mao. Mao, do you have that crystal? The thing with the light charges?
Yes.
Shoot its eyes, make it blind.
Pull it out like a beacon for everything to see, and I just try to blind everybody.
I have a question. I'm doing very tight maneuvers. Like, can all these creatures keep up?
I mean, they can. It's just that they have more flying speed than you. You're kind of making them need to spend all of it to take the turns.
It's like you're making them have rough terrain, but they could catch up to us if it was a straight
Yeah,
shot.
with
Okay,
their faster speed, because your thing is only moving like at you guys could dash, but the carpet cannot.
No. Okay, so that's the big problem. Okay, so they're not flanking. So at this stage, I'm gonna go in a stable loop. We have made contact with Goose, correct?
Yep,
Yes.
and Boom Crash.
Okay. Okay. At this
Yeah.
stage, the thing that I'm gonna say is this: find someone who can banish these damn things. We're gonna go in a circle. We'll try to evade as much as possible, but that's the best I can do.
Okay. So
I kind of wanted to reach out to the Celestials. I'll see. They probably have something.
okay. I will say that you guys are not doing particularly great in this skill challenge so far, and it's starting to risk failure.
Okay.
You go down into
I-
the streets as you talk to Boom Crash about the banishment idea, and the creatures are quickly gaining on you. What do you guys do?
Okay. I have an idea.
Did Mao blind the thing help at all?
Oh,
And you
right.
have
We
that,
need to
so if
resolve
you
that.
want to do something else.
Okay. So how does the Gem of Brightness work? Which thing are you doing?
You have it, Mao, or
Gem of
I don't think I
Brightness,
have
yep.
it. Okay. There should be a thing about using so many charges to try and blind a creature.
DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become blinded for 1 minute. So second command word expends 1 charge, causes the gem to fire a brilliant beam of light. It's 1 creature.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can.
Third command is expending the 5 charges, which causes the gem to flare with a blinding light and a 30-foot cone originating from it. Each creature in that cone must make a saving throw as if struck by the beam created with the second command. So the DC is still 15 for Constitution save.
Okay.
And there'd be a group of people behind us, so that would actually chunk a bunch of people.
Yeah, so it's a cone. It's a 30-foot cone originating from it.
Okay. You're able to. Actually, I think that might. Let me check the Baylor. Ooh. The Baylor is not blinded by the flash of light, unfortunately. And I'm going to say that the Devas are immune to the effect. As the light flares, the Baylor's fiery gaze pierces even brighter than these.
Are the Javas the angels, or what?
Yeah.
The Devas are the angels, yes.
Can I just attack the Baylor then with my axe, since it'll return to me?
Sure. We'll call that suppressing fire.
Yeah.
Right.
That hit?
Yeah, that would hit a Baylor. It spins out and whacks into the Baylor. I'm gonna have you make an intimidation check. With advantage since you hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's definitely a success. Right. The creatures, although they aren't blinded, the Baylor has started to, like, back down a bit and is starting to reconsider its options. Amon, Boomcrash, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say that I can do a wall of force again. I can do a fog cloud, or I can do suppressing fire, which would be more helpful.
I think suppressing fire, because then you could smash people into things.
Yeah. Okay. So suppressing fire, Eldritch Blast. Let's go.
Right. In this case, I'm gonna have you make a intelligence check to try and angle people into the correct walls. Alright.
Okay.
That's good. So, as they're rounding corners, and you're, like, flying on your makeshift broomstick here, you spin around and the Baylor is getting hammered by Zumasu. Don't take that out of context. And you blast one of your shadowy bolts and the Baylor is knocked into one of the brass domes nearby. And then again they are, like, knocked further downward from a second blast, like skidding into the ground to the terrified cries of Genasi running out of the way. The Celestials are now the only ones chasing you guys.
Okay.
Amon, what do you do?
All right. I mean, I'm still under pilot duty, so that's basically at this stage. Okay.
I kind of say, like, I kind of want to talk to the Celestials.
It's like, well, too bad. So you're saying that you can't find any authority, or like, are they being?
Well,
They're kind of behind us. It's more like they're running into them, but the people are running through them.
So the genies collided with a lot of the creatures and are starting to deal with them. The Baylor has since fallen out of the sky, and they're quickly being surrounded by Myrmidons as some genies are trying to find their way towards it to deal with it. The Celestials are unhindered so far. Boomcrash has not found anybody that can banish anybody, because they're doing suppressing fire.
All right. At this stage, I say we're gonna take a big loop toward the out of the city and go all the way down to the primordial court level.
But what?
Interesting. Alright. I'll start maybe taking you, like, over here.
Yeah. We're gonna right on the outer walls and go straight down and try to arc it from the bottom. Because if the ones below won't do anything, then we are truly hopeless.
Alright.
Oh, but they could also become mad at us too.
But, look, they're not already pleased with us anyway, and this is kind of their problem as well.
It's
So,
their thing, yeah. We don't run it.
Okay, Amon, make a vehicles check again.
all right. I mean, if you want to object, that's fine. All right, we're gonna fall to death. That's not.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like, I'd rather get to a place where the Celestials can talk, because I'm pretty sure they might have banishment powers.
So, Amon, as you try to make your way out, because you guys made it to the street level, you're making your way through all of these various civilians, as well as some genies that are trying to get you guys to stop, because as far as they're concerned, everybody's in trouble here. You try to get out towards the edge of the promenade, but a few custodians seem to be starting to contain the place into walls of force, and it's blocking you at certain intervals. And you guys don't make it nearly to the edge. You're stuck kind of near the promenade. At this point, I'm going to say that a genie has finally managed to knock you guys off of the carpet, and the Celestials descend down upon near you guys. 2 of the genies engage with 2 of the Celestials, but there is one left that, like, steps down to the ground and approaches Zumasu directly. You stop this ceaseless running. You must answer to us. Abandon your friends and join the ranks of Pelor.
I'm gonna run up and do another karate kick.
I'm going to try and interfere this one. Hold on a second. He worked with Pelor.
Exactly. I'm gonna run up and do a karate kick.
What would I do to try and stop that?
Guess a grapple check, opposed by Amon's grapple check.
So
Oh, no.
athletics?
Well,
No.
athletics or acrobatics for Amon.
God damn. Oh, we roll off.
Okay, okay. This is rock paper scissors now. Like,
Oh god damn it.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I like meet his leg the first time, but then he just does a backflip.
yeah. Zumasu tries to stop Amon, and you guys kind of match each other, as Amon kind of wasn't expecting it, but then as soon as he, like, sees that you're trying to do something, he kind of narrows his eyes, and then does a front flip over your leg, and knocks it away from him, and rushes off towards the Celestial. Make an unarmed strike. You leap up towards the Celestial. You dare try to... And you kick him in the face.
he's like, all right, keep on running.
Alright. I guess, Zumasu, do you keep on running?
Ugh. I'm gonna usher for them. I'm gonna kind of. Yeah, no, I'm gonna talk to the Celestial instead. What are the genies doing? They're just holding off the other 2?
They're holding off the other 2. It looks like they're having some trouble because one of them resisted banishment.
The Celestials resisted banishment.
Hmm.
Okay.
In fact, it looks like one
Yeah.
of them tried to banish one of the genies.
That's hilarious.
Such a clusterfuck. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm seeing them doing that. Like, guys, hold your banishments for the others. You have banishment spells. Use it on other things. So that's and have a
Get in
conversation.
line and make your case about a contract and outline your contract clearly, and then take no for an answer. Abandoning his family and abandoning his flock is not on the fucking table. She sort of like rage points at the dude.
Yeah,
As
Phoenix
Boomcrest is
Wright
like flying
style.
over with the broom.
yeah, you descend to aid your allies in the light of all this stuff happening. Amon fist fighting an angel. Mao has slipped into hiding somehow. You guys have lost track of her.
So that's and I turn to the Celestial and just go like that's where I'm standing right now because I can't no person could deal with all this at one time when nobody wants to listen.
It shouldn't need to be a decision. It should be your moral obligation to do what is right and good in this world. Can you stop trying to kick me?
Oh,
That-
Boomcraft
that-
starts like snapping and squawking, being like, "Okay, now shut up. The demon made the exact same offer, and don't you think that that's a little suspicious that you and a demon are trying to make the same convincing argument for him? Leave."
This paladin
guess-
doesn't know what is best for it. We are here to teach it.
Okay, hold on.
He's not an it.
Hold
How
on.
dare you?
Celestial. What is your name?
I am the Archangel Michael.
Oh fuck.
I am brother to Michael too.
God, that's dumb. Listen, I do feel like Pelor is a pretty cool guy, but, and this is the biggest but, my whole order of operation here requires me to kind of straddle the line anyway. Nothing is absolute. I've seen what absolute does. It all has to be flexible, and I need you, if you want any chance of me accepting any sort of offer from your guys, to help us contain this whole debacle.
It is absolute, and you will learn. Make a persuasion check, though.
Pretty good.
Yeah, as you say this to the angel turns towards the genies that are trying to contain its allies. and it starts attacking them.
That's not what I meant. God fucking damn.
Everyone's real thirsty for you, apparently.
At this stage,
Yeah, nobody wants to listen.
like I'm certainly not listening. That's why I'm still punching and kicking.
Wait, so you're still attacking the angel who's attacking the genies?
I mean, yeah, like look, man, the genies here have the authority. Like, and besides, like, this is at this point is self-defense.
Also, Zumasu, at this point, it looks like the ground horde has caught up with you, and Zigard, the dwarf, points out at you. There he is! Everyone after him!
Can all of you form a line?
They don't seem to be listening.
Okay, I have an idea.
I guess we'll start running again. We could actually probably run faster than the carpet now.
Okay, I say do this. I'm going to summon my mount, my obsidian steed. I swear to God, if that thing started costing, then I'm just going to chuck it into the lava. I'm gonna tell Zumosu to ride this, and just keep on running. Just do not stop for anything.
Okay.
Where do I run to?
Just go forward. The horse moves faster forward than backwards, so just keep on going forward.
Fair enough.
All right.
You summon the
Get on the
obsidian
horse.
steed as it grows from its small little figurine form into a full-fledged nightmare. Zumasu leaps on top, and Amon pats its butt, and it rears off into Bamladan's streets. Mao is nowhere to be found. Booncrash and Amon are fighting off what's left of this, like, what's become of this horde. Zumasu, you ride off into the streets. I'm gonna need you to make a stealth check.
I got advantage now because I have the thingy. Yay! Actually rolled well with a 0.
You did. You make your way down some alleyways, and in spite of the hooved footprints that are being left behind the nightmare, you're so fast that you're able to make it away from the ensuing horde. You rush down several alleyways and into, like, one back in the center of the promenade, as you've kind of done a whole loop of the thing. You can see that there are still fights going on in the midst, so you duck into another alleyway real quick. And within, you see a terrified, antlered wooden elf, like, cowering in the back of the alleyway. Please, don't hurt me.
Are you... Oh, god damn it. You're Donatar, aren't you?
Looks up and goes, please, what do you want from me?
Get on. The day's long enough. I will just deal with this now.
I am never lending you any mount ever again.
Donatar just kind of cowers away from you. Make a persuasion check.
If I said we're gonna go to the portal gates, would that give me advantage?
Are you lying?
Oh wow, I wrote a
So,
natural 20 anyway.
you're astride the nightmare and you hold out your hand to Donatar. Come on, let's get you home. And he looks up at you, and the chaos going out in the marketplace. Really? You just nod, and he grasps your hand, and you take him onto the nightmare's back, and you soar off towards one of the outer portals, just outside of the promenade, rushing towards Arborea. It looks like there's a bit of chaos in this area, but what do you want to do?
I guess I'll keep on heading, but I'll kind of talk to him, kind of like, look, you're gonna be working on yourself, right? You're gonna try and get this curse removed if I send you back, so that's the best you can kind of hope for. people don't listen, it seems like, so all I can take you for is what I think of you. So just don't let me down. That's the best I can ask for.
I have nothing to promise you. All I can give you is my word.
Well, promise yourself too. Sometimes that's the only other thing you can do. So just help me figure out the fastest way to get to somebody who can open up the portals. I'll pay for your way back.
He points towards one of the distant portals. It's got like a sort of pinkish hue to it, and sparkles emerging from it, and a faint scent of roses. And I guess you head off that way?
Yep. I also want to have double checked so I can, like, while I'm riding, maybe like set aside the money, like, you know, in the pouch a little bit.
Okay.
How much was it?
It, I believe, was 15,000. Yeah, it was 15,000.
Yeah, so I basically like kind of scooch that over to a, like, you know, a side pocket sort of thing, so I can have it easy access.
There's people running about, myrmidons that are getting attacked by various creatures. Some people are like pointing up towards Zumasu, like, is that? Oh my god, it is! It's him, the Zumasu! You ignore this and keep running with your nightmare towards the portal to Arborea. There is a customs official in front of it that appears to be an Eladrin of sorts, a kind of epic fey creature with like plants strewn and woven about their hair. They've got like golden yellow skin, and it looks like they've got some like goat horns going on, and digitigrade legs. They look up to you and say, "Oh, 2 for Arborea?"
Just one, and I pass him the money.
Of course. You don't mind if I get an autograph with the Zumasu, do you?
I'd rather
I
not.
realize unprofessional. Sorry. It does look like you have friends coming.
They're not interested. This is just a quick thing. He's late for a meeting, and I kind of motion for him to get off and go.
This one?
So-
Really? He's tried to get in
Yep.
here several times before.
Well, this time he convinced me. Everybody deserves a second chance.
The portal gate owner just kind of shrugs. Alright. You think he's just not going to spend it on beer? And takes the pouch of money from you. And yeah, the Donatar just looks up at you and says, I can finally go back? This is really
Yep.
happening?
Yep, gotta maybe hurry this up a little bit. Just take care of yourself there.
Thank you.
Please do good.
Thank you,
That's
my
all
friend.
I can ask.
You will not regret this. And as they kind of like are helped off of the nightmare, they look off towards the Eladrin and they nod, and the Eladrin nods back, and Donatar transforms in a rush of wind that smells like a faint summer breeze. You see a large creature emerge in its place, standing like the size of a giant almost. Everybody that's chasing towards you kind of screeches to a halt as they look up at this massive figure. She appears to be a giant-sized woman with a horse's head. Her coat's like a chestnut color, and she has a golden mane that cascades from one of her like large heroic shoulders, knit with flowers. Her forearms seem to transmute into fists of gold at the end. In one of her hands she holds a shimmering bronze spear tipped with a hollowed arrowhead, which gleams with light. Everyone is stepping back from this sudden and strange emergence. Each step that she takes towards you with her, like, hoofed feet leaves, like flowers sprouting beneath every step, and her plain white stola that she's wearing is dragging behind her.
What is a
Zumasu.
stola?
It's like a Greek tunic.
Okay.
She looks down at you, Zumasu, and says your name. It's a calming name. Zumasu.
Hello.
She leans down towards you, and puts her finger underneath your chin. In spite of her golden hand, she's very warm to the touch. You did something that you didn't need to do, even in this time of strife.
I kind of just wanted to make sure I did something right today.
That's all I wanted
Even
to
though
know.
Even if I wasn't sure it was gonna work out.
Do you know who I am?
Can I do a religion check?
Certainly try. You've never heard of this person. She rises to her full height, says, I am Vara, Duchess of the Fields, a member of the Six Companions, Lady of the Sienna Rise on Elysium, and the Cardinal of Compassion. I knew that you failed your order, your oath, and I didn't find that as a weakness, but a strength. But I had to be sure that you had the compassion to help others with no regard for your own needs. And you proved it here today.
I'm glad that this worked out. So was Donatar ever a real person?
She shakes her head. It was someone that I knew. My friend was obliged to play along. The Eladrin just kind of nods and stands upright, my lady. So, my friend Zumasu, would you care to join the greatest companions of all time and be, well, a champion of mine? You don't have to, of course, but I'm offering you the power to spread your compassion wherever you might need it. But you have to promise to do so.
You're the first person who told me I didn't have to join. That actually is enough. I've kind of given up on absolutes in many terms, except for maybe trying. I could definitely do that. I'd be honored.
I admire your compassion and your desire to do good in the world. I would be proud to help you do so. And she gets down to your level again, and she puts her hand like on your shoulder, which is of course massive, and you start to glow with this golden light that shines throughout the back alley of the promenade. People are like dumbfounded and watching this entire exchange take place and whispering to each other as this happens. And Zumasu, you become warm and filled with a holy light. And as you do, get like this strange tickle in the back of your heart, and you feel a deep warmth inside of you that you had not felt in some time. Stoke your gray-areaed heart, where you didn't know right from wrong before. There's a bit of solidity beyond it now. And you notice that on the insides of your forearms, you now have these strange tattoos on your skin of various roses in a bow. And she stands upright again. Call out my name whenever you might need my help. I'll be there to listen.
It was Stola Vera?
I am Vera. Vara. Vhara, if you need to spell it for any reason.
Okay. Thank you. My lady, I guess? Is that how you'd like to be addressed?
Call me a friend.
I
And
kind of like that.
she steps towards a different plane portal to Elysium, one that's glowing with white and gold. And she she produces this gigantic gemstone and hands it to the angel in charge of this customs gate. She says, "Again, call me when you need me." And she steps through, ducking her head to enter the gateway. Is gone in a flash of light. Several of the horde have caught up with you, and they're all just shaking their heads damn it, we're just too slow. Get to them in time. Is that Vara? I don't know. Who was the fucking horse lady? And they start to disperse. A Ifriti steps towards you and says, "So you're the one that's been causing all this ruckus. I suppose you're pretty happy of yourself, Mr. Popular. We've finally gotten things under control, and I think these are yours," and drops Amon and Boom Crash in front of you guys, their legs kicking in the air.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry for the mishap. Was trying to figure out how to resolve this without, selling my soul to something that wasn't savory.
Well, it seems like you did anyway. Have fun with the horse bitch. And the Ifriti stomps away, flaring fire from their nostrils.
So immediately I try to see kind of what the powers do, if I have any powers or if I can do any paladin stuff. I want to try and
yeah, your powers have returned. You touch Amon, and you're able to lay on hands.
Neat.
I'm just gonna yank on my horse and just turn it back. He's like, no, yeah.
You can have your horse back, but I think the horde's going away because I'm spoken for now.
When it's all calmed down, Mal will step out from the shadows.
At this stage, I'm just I'm running away. Actually, we got dropped on the carpet. We need to retrieve the carpet again.
I assumed that one of you was able to grab it.
Yeah, I was the last one to run, so if anything, I thought I was gonna scramble and grab it, throw it in the hole.
Yes,
she
please.
did have time to probably do that because she was hiding most of the time.
Yeah, that's fair. Things seem to be returning to normal here in Famladan. You head out into the promenade, and it looks like there are several angels and a Baelor frozen in between the different planes in banishment spells, as various genies concentrate to send them back from whence they came. It'll be done in a few short minutes.
Nice.
I'm just gonna kind of turn to the other guys and look. I know we gotta do a lot of necessarily unsavory things, but I think my role in our group is to make sure we don't go overboard. So, sorry, not sorry?
Yeah, you do you.
I hope, are you happy with the decision, with the choice that you made?
For once, I was told I did not have to make a choice. I think that was all it took.
I'm glad. That's good. She gives you a hug.
I return it. So,
By
Amon...
the way, my old patron came to say hi. She was interested too.
Wait, what? I immediately draw my sword. You okay?
I'm fine. I said no. But she was definitely interested in making an offer. So I'm glad that this is all winding down.
I don't know if winding down is the right word. Because I
would love to sleep tonight.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just... Zamoso, you kind of fucked us over. I'm letting you know. That call has a beacon on all of us now.
I kind of figured that now, but at least, I kind of flash my powers. I can at least do non-detection again.
Well, that's good. We might need it.
We might need to start doing the non-detection sleep habit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably a good state of affairs now. Amon, You better stick around, because we got a lot of other stuff we gotta do after we get you your wish.
Such as?
Well, freeing Allure, eh?
Killing a Taurus.
And probably freeing the fire giants. Just a long list of stuff.
Yeah. Something that's. Anyway, let's just keep moving and focus on what's already ahead of us. We have enough on our plate.
Want to buy some chickens?
No.
I would. I just.
I'll bring it to your room.
Perfect. Great. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's just stuff our faces and curl up and go to sleep. Start a new day. Except for
I
you,
can't
Amon.
start today. This is a bit of an exhausting day and a half.
Okay, now that I have my powers back, can I actually try and get rid of the thing he's got on him? Like, is it technically in effect?
You can
Well, actually,
Like, could I
you can try and
dispel
cast something.
magic? Could I use dispel magic to try and get rid of the effect on him?
like I have an idea. So, I have a perfect way of getting a rest. I gotta lay down on the carpet. Wait, can you bring out the carpet?
Bring up the carpet. Why? What?
Okay, I'm just gonna lean my self back. Use the fork from the Mephistopheles. I'm gonna stab myself in the neck. That brings me down to 0 hit points. I am
What?
unconscious. Leave me there.
I roll him up into the rug, and I tell the rug to float.
All right, good.
What the?
Does going unconscious get rid of the effect? Okay, I
Technically,
kind of
yes,
give a sigh and I use 5 lion hand points to bring him back, and then I cast a spell magic.
Okay. Amon, you are against your will brought back to consciousness. And it seems
Restrained in a rug.
yeah. It seems as if Zumasu is trying to dispel a magical effect on you. So, Zumasu.
Not really a magical effect, is it?
I don't think anybody's tried to dispel it yet.
No, no one has.
No one has.
No one has it.
I had no way to do that, so
Oh yeah.
I also try to remove curse otherwise.
Yeah. I don't know. I can do it with one of my upcast things as well.
I could do it as level 3, so
I can do it as a level 5.
but let's see if the first go around does anything.
Zumasu, you cast Dispel Magic, and Amon is cured of his caffeine high.
Nice.
Amon actually blinks for the first time in 24 hours.
Oh, that.
Oh god.
His eyes are no
Instantly
longer
tears up and-
glowing.
Oh,
No,
at
that
this
it's burning.
at this stage, well, I'm already at the carpet, so I'm just gonna stay motionless and just sleep through it.
That's fine.
Fine, buddy. That's fine. Take a nap.
I
kind
think
of
that's fair.
fold up a part of the carpet over his head so he doesn't have to see the darkness.
Yeah.
He can see
It's like when Jango Fett's moving people around in Carbonite and they're just kind of floating around.
Yep.
We're just like, look away. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. God, if you didn't bring attention to us, we're doing it right now.
I feel like we tend to be doing that these days anyway.
Hey, I didn't scream when I stabbed myself. All right, that's why I stabbed myself in the throat, so I couldn't scream and make a scene.
I'm gonna go buy some chicken. I need that chicken.
Okay, you go and buy some chicken, some Famladan chicken. It's the same sort of tandoori stuff. The shopkeep looks up at you and says, "Oh, you must be that Zumasu fella that everybody was raving about."
He's taken.
Jesus Christ. We need to disguise you, dude.
Jeez, I just wanted to sell you chicken. Not trying to sell you on my master.
Actually,
Steve is really kind of a slave driver, if you know what I mean. Hey, stop fraternizing with the customers!
Everybody know my name just because they were asking for my name, or is there something else to it?
Word gets around in Famladan, friend. You probably caught the ear of some deities, but as soon as somebody comes after you, it tends to spread, especially if it's open to anybody. But you must have been pretty popular for people to, taken that much of a shining to you.
I don't know how to take this. Thank
I
you for the
mean-
chicken.
Whatever
We'll talk
low
about that.
profile you think you were keeping, son, the deities are watching every move.
Guess I gotta live up to it.
Works in strange ways. Do you want mayo with that, or
Do you got sriracha mayo?
Yes.
I don't know what that is, but we have Flame Gut Scorcho. If you
Make
want
it
some of
with
that.
mayo.
You know what? I'll try everything. I'm gonna take some.
Sure, it's kind of spicy if you're not from Famladan.
Fine. I think I'll be able to handle it now.
Is
All
it the same
right.
spice that was in like the Phoenix breakfast?
They hand you a little tiny side cup of this strange red paste that is visibly emitting small embers.
And I want to tip my pinky in to take a taste of it.
It burns. You take 1
I think
fire
it's
damage.
The same thing. I think it's
am
the
going
same
to
one.
ask.
Awesome.
I am actually going to ask. Could I ask for extra and pay for it?
Yeah. Yeah, go
Oh no,
ahead.
How
you,
much-
you
How much
kinda
gold
turned
is
it
it for how much?
firebomb, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, this is at worst. This is just like food poisoning we could use. At best, like there's all sorts of uses for a little fiery paste. I feel like this could be exploitable.
In the eyes.
How
Hit it in
much
the
is-
eyes.
Yeah, you could do some silly things. So how much is it for extra?
How much extra do you want?
What was the chicken in game again? I'm just trying to get a sense.
Oh shit, I don't remember how much the chicken was.
It was expensive. It was like 10. It was like 5 or 10 gold,
Yeah.
or something like that for everybody.
Yeah, I think it was like 10 gold for everybody, maybe.
I give him 15 gold. He's gonna give me like 5 little sides of it.
Yeah,
Like
that's pretty accurate. He'll give you like 5 little side cups of the thing.
I call this and the properties we're kind of establishing before we try to bullshit with it.
I mean, it's a paste
sauce?
that just kind of acts as a minor bit of fire. Deals like 1 fire damage.
Could we use this to help fire in an like if we use this in conjunction with other stuff? Could I use this to start a fire in an instant?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's useful enough. I'll put it in my inventory.
Okay. Found some sticky goo that causes fire damage burning.
Sticky
Could
goo
be
that
useful
has
things.
fire poo.
Use it in lockpicking tools, possibly.
You'll think of something, I'm sure.
We floating the almost corpse back to the gawking human where we can rest for a day. Do we need to
Yeah,
talk
we're
to
gonna-
Smolder?
Yeah, let's rest for the day. Cast some non-detect.
Ugh,
Chill out. We can play some cards, Mal.
I'm fine for that. Yeah, that's alright.
All right. Bum crash you in.
That or dice, one or the other.
Okay. So I guess we're headed back now.
Alright. You head back down to the coral ruins.
Oh goddammit,
the
I was
gawking
muted. I
human.
said yes.
Is there something you'd like to add?
No, not in particular. Just like, yay for food and yay for kind of having a quiet evening in. Because I would actually really like to go back to the Confluence, and I would really like to study because they have some good shit up there.
He's been interrupted twice already.
Yeah, like so Aman, you know that really cool thing that I did with like the water lady and murder death? Locking them up in that like hemisphere?
Say ZZZZZ and say like that's nice, dear.
Okay, well, I learned how to do that from the books and I'm really proud of it. It was very advanced.
Of
It
all
was
things,
very
I'm sure
cool.
he appreciates that. Just because the blender.
Yeah, it was a
We have
blender
to-
of pain and it was great.
You do have to appreciate that he's been awake for over 36 hours.
That is fair. But still, I want to share how much I appreciated his work because that was a team effort and we did good.
Now that we kind of have stuff, if we just help you tomorrow, would that maybe help your research?
Yeah, sure.
Might keep
Okay.
some of us out of trouble.
But we do definitely need more healing potions.
We could search for that weird
chicken.
bush creature.
Yeah.
The
It's,
swamp
we
thing?
need to give him meat.
Mm.
Lots and lots of meat. So, yeah.
You guys head to the Gawking Human, and Spring Breeze and Glacier Song are both there, and it looks like they've got a sort of bard troupe up there playing what appears to be this like really kind of grindy sort of music here. It looks like it's a bunch of earth genasies that are shining with like an iron and steel hues. Spring Breeze, the water genasi, heads over to you guys and says, "Oh, welcome back, welcome back. We got the metal band going, so if you guys wanted to join in the celebrations, you're more than welcome."
What are you guys celebrating?
Well, the day that Famladan was founded, of course.
Ah,
Is that it? You know what? I'm interested. Yeah, sure.
Quiet.
Just put Amon into the room first.
yeah, no. The Boom Crash is going to take him on, and she's going to go to the room.
Okay.
Keep an eye on.
You float Amon up into his room. Zumasu and Mao lingering behind. Spring Breeze says, "We have free drinks all around for everyone, even the humans."
I immediately talked into the stone. Boom
Hey.
crashes.
You what?
I immediately talk into the stone that Boom crashes free drinks.
Boom Crash is like, I'll be down in a bit. Let me just unwrap him on, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So she's gonna unwrap you from your carpet prison and be like, "Do you want me to tuck you in, or are you good?"
Maybe cast non-detection on him as a startup since it affects an area.
I'll use the wand and cast non-detection on the room, I guess.
Okay. You ward the room using the wand, and when the ward is in place, you've drawn a few, like, runes to make sure the room is totally secured. You head back downstairs, where Zumasu and Mao are presumably enjoying some drinks. They have a few things available. They have one called an Ice Flow Hito, and another one called a Firework, as several fireworks start just kind of going off everywhere. You look out into where it's like overlooking the lava flows out there, and there are just these rockets being soared off into the lava area before exploding into various colors and shapes. Everybody is cheering and drinking as the metal band is playing in the background.
I'm
Okay.
going to ask for the cold drinks. The ice flow hito.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking one of those.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, you guys start sipping and enjoying as you revel in your friendships, and Amon recovers from his several all-nighters in a row in the warded room. And yeah, you know, I think we can probably end it here, to be honest. I kind of like where it ends.
I kind
Yeah.
of just want to hear a little story of the founding of Famladan. Like if maybe one of the bards was singing some story or something. Just lore-wise.
Yeah, they're not really singing about it very much, but you're able to gather from like talking to various patrons here that, oh whoops, I'm still on the effects button. You're able to gather that Famladan was established centuries ago as a like central meeting ground on the material plane, a neutral place where everybody could gather in peace and relative safety when, you know, people aren't doing what they did today. But even so, some of the magical restrictions on the place do prevent a large amount of chaos from erupting and lasting for more than 10 minutes, hopefully. But yeah, basically the
Yeah, how
place
long
was
does the whole-
the place was established to be a meeting place for all people of all alignments and all different planes, so that they can gather neutrally.
That's still kind of a cool concept. That's why I would also turn more merchant-y, just kind of by nature of it.
Yeah, it did turn very capitalistic as soon as people started coming in from all across the plains. Merchants would join them to sell their wares to other people from across the plains, and then things kind of commingled, and it became a very accepting sort of region, except for humans. Humans are the only people that aren't really looked upon kindly here, even though it is the humans' home plane. They just aren't really regarded highly here, because this is their space, the Genasi's space.
That is fair. That is
That is
very
fair.
fair.
We don't have any humans here, though. I guess I only had one question about that
I mean,
thing. How long did the whole chase thing technically last in-game, out of curiosity?
Like 10 minutes.
Dang. We just flew around all over the place. Okay, that's cool.
I mean, that's a long time to be in a roller coaster, if you think about it.
That's a car chase scene from a movie. That's
Yeah.
definitely one of the chase scenes. You run off the rooftop onto a motorcycle and then go back to running again type shenanigans.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, and Zumasu, as far as your character goes, you've been holding off on some levels. You can instantly spend those in, I believe, the Celestial Warlock. If you wish.
So Celestial Warlock will be the sort of baseline then.
Yeah, unless you want me to draft something up for you as a specific, like Warlock of Vara.
We could just flavor it that way. I'll take a look on it because there is certain things about pacts giving you slight things, so I'll see what the Celestial Warlock has. I'll look into it. And
Yeah,
then I'll
definitely
probably
reach out with any concerns that you have or things that you want to do, and I can reach out to you with any sort of questions about Vara if you want.
Congrats,
Also
you can
kind
get
of
your 2 levels back.
Yeah.
get my hit die stuff.
Yep, you have all your powers back, and you've gained the levels that you were behind other people from. Congratulations.
Oh.
So, everybody else, thank you guys for joining us here in Famladan today. A bit of a short session, but I think that it was impactful. So, thanks everybody for joining us. You can watch this stream, the Dorkvision stream, every Sunday from 9 p.m. to about midnight. And you can watch our sister stream on Wednesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's a different group going through the Undermountain. If you want to find my Book of Gastromancy or Guide to Slimes, you can find that on DriveThruRPG, and you can find my Book of Secrets and my City Generator on the DM's Guild. Also, I guess I can say I'm working on another book. Experimental title is Noble Crumpet's Ledger of Commerce, which is going to have the new merchant class in it that I've been working on for a while, as well as a bunch of other shit. Yeah, so check that out, and join us next time as we potentially head out on another quest to find the Tines of Myth and get you guys that wish. So, one more thing. Let's go try and raid somebody. Why don't we? I know we don't. We're trying to do that a bit more often now. But let's look up Dungeons and Dragons on the Twitch and see who's recently started. Right. Do you guys have anybody that you guys want me to stream, if any?
Nope.
Right. Got one called Dork Tales. We can go there. Sounds fine to me. So, whoop, got an ad. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna send you off to Dork Tales, and we can hang out with them for a while. And okay, good, it worked. All right. See you guys next time. And yeah. Hopefully Zumasu has something to do with his powers next time, and you guys will be able to go off on a new quest. Good night, everyone, and sleep well.
Good night.